What's up, guys? Leo back with day 3 of the upgrade process at Prime Inc. Yesterday, day 2, I ended up skipping day 2 as far as making a video, so I'll just throw that in here. So as far as day 2 yesterday, at 1:30 had hours of service training, which is basically your laws class. She just went over with you everything that you basically ought to already know by the time you reach this point, the upgrade process, unless you had a crappy trainer that didn't teach you anything about logs, that just ended up controlling your logs the whole time. I've heard some stories about that happening. Yeah, she just basically went over with you everything about your duty statuses, when the appropriate times would be to use whichever status, and a little bit about your split brakes, and possibly how to handle roadside DOT inspections, and just things like that you that you should already know by this point. Then next was taxes and business creation. A representative for Abacus came in and spoke with us about that. If you don't know Abacus, it's a tax service that Prime works with. Suppose you don't have your own tax person you use back home, or that you've been using, with a regular job, as far as, having W-2s every year. She just come in and spoke with us about how you're going to handle your taxes. How you're going to handle your taxes now as far as being a business owner, because technically going lease, you are a business owner. I think this class here is for just lease operators only, for people who are going lease, not company. And she also give you a folder with some information about Abacus in there. And also in there you got a LLC application and tax services form that you can fill out. If you decide to use their tax services, you can fill out that form and run it by the office, and get the process started with that. And also with the LLC, if you don't already have your own LLC, or you're not familiar with anything like that, you can get your LLC through them, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm also probably going to end up using their tax service as well. I've heard some good things and bad things about it. Everybody's got their own opinion, but you're never going to know unless you find out for yourself. And that's basically it for that class. They give you your forms to fill out if you decide you want to work with them, and they just basically teach you everything that you're going to need to know as far as doing your taxes and all your tax information at the end of each year, and also throughout the year. How you're gonna run your taxes as a business owner. And then today, day 3, had a slingshot business class at 8 o'clock this morning, and that's basically exactly what it sounds like, minus the slingshot. Instructor basically comes in there and tells you how to run a business, the trucking business, that is. Just talks with you about how, a bunch of different shortcuts you can use to save money, and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go too in depth with that, because this video can get pretty long. You go too in depth with that. That's just basically what the slingshot business class is. She just basically gives you some tips and tricks, and tells you how to run your business properly if you want it to be successful. And then the class I just got done with this afternoon was the pro maintenance class. I actually like that class. I learned a lot of stuff in there. And basically what the instructor there just taught, he he just taught you a bunch of different ways that you could, save money by doing small little maintenance jobs on the truck and trailer yourself. Well, on the truck basically. But just small things that you can do to save time and money, to keep from having to take your truck to a shop, for a simple job. Having to sit there and wait till your truck can get in the shop, and then having to pay a ridiculous, outrageous price for a simple job that you probably could have done yourself that wouldn't have costed you anything. That's basically all that is. He just talked to you about different parts of the truck that you could work on, just small, simple things like fixing a chute inside of a reefer trailer, or changing air filters, small things like that, mud flaps, different stuff like that. And that's basically it for day 2 and 3. Just day 2 had your hours of service, your laws class, and the tax and business creation with Abacus, and day 3 your slingshot business class. And the slingshot business class was for people going lease only. So like say if you were a reefer company driver, you just skip that class and end up going to the pro maintenance class. But that's it for all the classes. Yeah, that's it for all the classes. I've taken all my classes. I've done all my CBTs. But I have not filled out my information for my tax services with Abacus and my LLC just yet. I'm gonna fill that out tonight and turn that in tomorrow. And after I do that, then I'll end up upgrading, or not upgrading, but then I'll end up emailing Prime and letting them know I'm ready for a truck. You upgrade Prime with your driver code, the division you're going into, and whether you're going to lease or company. So I'll end up doing that tomorrow after I turn in my information with Abacus. And that's it for day 2 and 3. So after that, next step is we just after I turn in my information tomorrow and email Prime about a truck, I guess the next step is just to wait till they give you a call, wait till they email you back with the information and steps that you need. But I'll keep you guys up to date on that. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.